Every day, I randomly pick a sample from my box of niche, designer, and artisanal perfumes. Today, I got Peau Salee by Teo Cabanel.
The abstract.
Whoa, all right. Good morning. I am feeling a bit sick today, so if my voice sounds a bit weird, it's actually cold and rainy. And today, I randomly picked Peau Salee from Teo Cabanel. Now, I've never heard of this brand. I've never heard of this fragrance. And I was writing down the note. I did see this as like an aquatic kind of summertime thing. It is not an aquatic summertime kind of day, but that's the fun of the series. We're just going to roll with it. I'm going straight to skin. I did see one of the notes mentioned in comments was ambroxan, which is my biggest fear. So we're flirting with danger today. This is just a small little sample. And yeah, so let's try it out. Let's do a sulfur spray first. Ooh, that really comes out. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This definitely reminds me of like a lot of different. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the salt. This definitely has that aquatic vibe and in a good kind of designery way. I'm really hoping this doesn't turn into like an ambroxan bomb. So, anyways, as I was talking about the notes, I wrote them down and I'm kind of thinking about maybe I should either do the notes later on so I can have my honest first opinions and not be clouded by any of this stuff. But anyways, here's the notes. Salt, coconut water, frangipani jasmine, mineral notes, driftwood, and tonka bean. I get the salt. I don't really get coconut. I get maybe coconut water. The frangipani and jasmine is not really too strong. This is pretty good. Like, I'm not going to lie. For an aquatic, this kind of sits right in between maybe like an Acqua di Sale and something more on the designer end. It does really remind me of some type of designer. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's pretty nice. I'm really hoping this doesn't give me a headache. It seems a bit on that line of, this type of scent will eventually give me a headache. But if it doesn't, that's a pretty good sign because I do find this kind of pleasant. This would be a pretty good summer scent. I'm actually kind of surprised. So anyways, I'm going to go to work and I will check in maybe on the drive and see how it develops. I am getting way more of the florals. I'm still getting the 90s aquatic vibe from this, but it's pretty nice. The salt is completely toned down, so maybe I'm just going nose blind to it, but it's completely toned down. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to go to work and we'll see how it goes. So I'll check back at the end of the day. Hopefully these florals don't go crazy and I'll talk to you later. Okay, so how was Peau Salee by Teo Cabanel? I went into this blind. This was the first fragrance that I didn't know the brand or the fragrance. I had a list of notes here, but I was excited to try something new. I kind of got a warning that this was an aquatic and we put it on and it was okay. That first hour, there was some interesting notes and accords. I got a wet rock. I got a sea breeze. There was salt. It was pretty good. I was kind of very optimistic. It was a little strong, but I was optimistic that going into that this was something interesting and fun, and I was ready for it. Unfortunately, it dried down pretty quick to a boring aquatic. There was jasmine and whatever the boring aquatic composition is. I don't know if it's Acqua di Gio or Burberry light blue, but it's definitely something familiar. I'm not really a big fan. The jasmine's pretty strong, and I'm not really a big jasmine fan, especially in something like this. Looking at the other notes, there's coconut water, frangipani, driftwood, tonka bean. I don't really get any of those, so it's kind of a miss for me. Now, I didn't end up working out today. I feel like maybe this might have been where this would shine, would be in a gym. But yeah, it was just not really great for me. My score for this would be 6. And that's being a little generous because I did kind of enjoy that first hour, but I couldn't wear this again knowing how it was going to go. The dry down, the length, the boringness is just not quite for me. So I would not recommend this. I'm not going to wear this again. I'm going to throw this in the bin to get rid of. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. We're back on the sampling. We're taking random samples, and I'll be randomly sampling something. So if you're into it, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, and we'll continue on.